Alright, what I've done is I've welded everything up the top here and ground everything down flush. So what I'm doing now is at the back here, I will be cutting a line up here, my angle up here, and fitting these somewhere low like that for the end of the checker plate. I need to cut the other one, and the brushes have just gone, or starting to go on my grinder, and I can't find the other ones, and it's fucking St. Patrick's Day and everything's going to be closed today. I'll just get that other one cut out and then weld it in. That's going to be welded on. What I think I might just do now first is mark where that is, and I'll cut this now, so I won't be able to do it and have that welded in. So I'll just mark it, take it off and cut it. I've done just put a little mark there. What I'd done the last day when I had it out yesterday, and I had the ramps on the ground, I just took a bevel gauge and I marked the way the ramp was. That's how the ramp touched the ground. So that'll be it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exaggerate that angle a bit more and come down a bit further. Just put a bit more on it. So I'm just going to mark that out and cut it. I won't bother recording. So when I put that bevel gauge on it, it came back 3.5 inches. So that's where the angle will be, but I added an extra inch on. I'm going to start a bit further back in case, well, when I am loading on a hill, that this doesn't ground out and this is off the ground and it'll flip the ramps up. Just gives me a bit extra. I was on a bit of a hill when I was marking it yesterday as well, so I definitely have extra. So I've marked down and around and down that side. So I'm going to try and cut maybe right on this corner. I'll have to actually think about it for a second, and you'll see which way I do it, and then you'll know if it's fucking wrong or not. Right, I went down to Woody's on the off chance they might sell a Makita angle grinder. I ended up having to buy this fucking Bosch, the same price. It was 55 and Makita 65. And I just turned it on there and it vibrates and it's horrible to hold. My Makita, the last Makita I had lasted 8 years. This Makita, I have it, I think it's 4 years now for this one. And all it's gone is the brushes. I can't find them anywhere. So I'll have to get them Tuesday, the bank holiday weekend here now. But that Makita, you see, I have that 4 years. I've built, let me see, 2 bodies with it. It was a tilt and slide as well. Let me see, and what I do is, there'll be videos coming up if anyone's interested. I make American style smokers. I might try and get a picture if I have one saved somewhere. But anyone knows what I'm on about, they know they're heavy, it's not the cheap ones. They're usually about, I make them 6mm to 10mm thick, and they're the big industrial smokers, you know, the way 3/4, maybe a ton weight, the ones I do make. And it was all cut with that. I've made about 4 of them, and they're all cut with that angle grinder. And it's only the brushes that have gone. I can tell that this thing is going to be a nightmare, but I wanted a second one for cleaning the body, so I want to be cutting, cleaning and polishing. But I wanted a Makita one, but we'll see how long this lasts. I have to live with it now anyway. I'm going to do a bit of cutting here and see how it goes. Even the wire is fucking plastic. And the air vent is here, so it's blowing up into my face. Sounds like shit, but it's way fucking lighter. Nicer to hold. I'd say this is 2/3 the weight of that one. But one good thing on this I do like actually is the quick release. So that fixing space. Quite clever. I really like that one. I'm going to turn this off while I cut the other one. I'm just going to try and fold this as neatly or as evenly as I can. Two pieces to meet up. Just tapping this side to kind of bring it in that way of it. What I might do here is weld that there and just fold it down a small bit and keep a small gap just so I can get the weld in there. You know, my welder is welding really hot at the moment, so it'll probably push in through there anyway. So I might just actually close it up. Anyone buying a welder, they all come with a 3-meter torch. This is a lovely torch to work with, but I was buying a 5-meter one, it's 15 foot, and everyone was saying a lot of the suppliers won't sell them because it says the wire gets bundled up and kinked inside because the hose is so long and everything. But this is okay working at a bench, you know, like in a factory where you're working around a jig all day. You're working around a body like this, or if you're restoring a car or anything, I would really recommend getting the 5-meter one. I shouldn't really say that till I get one myself. This torch is getting a bit old and tired now. You can see it jamming up to me, and I've changed the liner and everything. So I think I might go get one. I'm using 1 mil and I use 0.8 mil, so I can never see kinking up unless I really fucking bend it. If you look after your wire, but it'll save so much work and carrying my welder around. And anyone watching me weld sometimes, you can see that swing in there, that. And when you're trying to weld, it's kind of pulling your weld off compared to if it was lying on the ground. If it was long enough, it'd just be a lot nicer. Now, fucking earth, copper place. should really stitch them and bring the truck out just to make sure they're level, because they're off a bit. They'll be wobbling. Fucking weather is unbelievable. Can't really bring it outside. Bit what is that? Probably having their lines dead straight. There will be just the tips there that are on the ground. So I have a bit of round bare. I might put it in there and weld it. That'll be a solid piece in the bottom. Because if anyone uses one of these trucks a lot, knows that they'll eventually drive a bit down the road with the fucking ramps on the ground trying to unload something or get under something. Fill that cap. I'm going to turn that off while I'm looking. What I'm doing is I'm filling the ends of this square bar. I know what it is. There'll be a solid end in them. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to build all this up with weld. This is going to be the same as that. And then if there's any inconsistencies between the two sides where it rocks and rolls or whatever, I can just grind it down because it's one solid piece. I'll have I'll only have to take a couple of mil off one side at the most, but there'll be half an inch there that I can play with if I needed to. And it's probably going to take me a couple of minutes to do this. I'm not going to record it. Actually, it only took a couple of seconds. Focus, you fucker. So it's just welded along the bottom there, and then that's filled up. And it's got it fairly square. So I'm going to do that on the other 2, 3. I'll come back when I have all that done. Them all welded in and grinded. That is a thick piece of steel there now. And if I need to trim a bit off this or that one down there, or even if I have to weld a bit on, it's all solid, so I can just run a massive bead just to level everything out. I think it should be okay because it's near enough and the ground is never going to be perfect. So my next plan now is the last fucking bit on these ramps. I can't wait till they're done. Just weld that bit in there. The checker plate's going to come to there and finish. I was going to put a hole in it, so I put my hand up there and grab and pull it out, but it will weaken it too much. If I cut a massive hole, so I'm going to leave it the way it is, and I'll be able to get my fingertips under there. And if it ever comes to it, I'll cut it, but I think what I might do is cut a bit of hole out of the checker plate and put my hand up like that and pull it out. I want to keep this as strong as I can, because this is the first thing the wheel's going to hit that. I don't want it to bend down and touching the ground and then the ground to be rocking again. I'm clamping to the box iron just to get it pushed down a bit. All this needs to be stitched later. What I might do is set it back a small bit. When the aluminium comes down, I can dip the aluminium a bit. If I just heat it and just tap it with a hammer, it'll just round it. I set it back half an inch. bead here just to stop it rusting. It's just to seal it up. Didn't really need it. Be no rust there now. Focus, you fucker. I chopped a bit off the top of them. Do that better now. Tilt and slide is the best thing in the world, but this is quick to put away and put up again. Gone off the road in fucking seconds. This bench is car bench. Isn't even good for cars anymore because cars are so fucking big. And it's right on the fucking edge of that. Once I get moving here, you keep it moving because the back wheels are coming up. But it fits just perfect. What I'm going to do here next now is just weld up all the loose pieces. Just all the frame I've in, everything is just tacked together still. I'm just going to weld everything up. And let me see, I have one little problem, the mudguard here sits exactly where I want it. So the one this side is in just I'd say half an inch, not even half an inch. I just want to slide it out a bit more. So what I'm going to do is undo these two bolts, put a drill bit in there, spin it and pull the mudguard over. It'll cut that plastic and then just rebolt it. It's not a big job, it's really annoying me looking at it, and it's fairly noticeable when you walk around it. So it's just a matter of welding all them loose joints. Once I then welded, the back of this is actually done then. One other thing, I want to round this off. And what I'm going to do here is, this is where the ramps go in. This side here, I'm going to have a 4x2. The gap here is 5 inches, so I'm going to have a small tab coming out here at an angle like that. So when I drop the ramp here, it just kind of guides it in a bit. Instead of me trying to find that, because I'm standing up, you can't see it. You're kind of looking for it. That's that. Then I want to cut them tabs sticking down the back there. So I'm going to rise that truck up and just start welding everything I see. Won't bother recording, actually you won't see it, all you see is me running around.